Police raided Poland's presidential palace yesterday to arrest two lawmakers. What is going on, and why should you care? Two MPs, members of the Law and Justice Party, were accused of illegally entrapping people back when they ran Poland's Central Anti-Corruption Bureau about 15 years ago. They're accused of using the bureau to set up political enemies. They say corrupt people in powerful positions use the courts to shut them down. A court found them guilty of abuse of power back in 2015. They appealed, and while their appeal was going ahead, the president pardoned them. Poland's constitutional tribunal has upheld the pardons, but the Supreme Court has said they're invalid, and that a presidential pardon can only be issued once the appeal process is finished. So different parts of the Polish government are at war with itself. Donald Tusk's new government is willing to launch a police raid on the president to get its way in this war. Now, if this were just an isolated event, it might not be that alarming. But there's much more. Tusk's new government tried to illegally shut down Poland's state-owned news stations, sending in police to fire journalists and take the channels off air. With police raiding broadcasters and now the presidential palace, Tusk's government looks like some Latin American junta. Now, Tusk argues that he is violating the rule of law in order to save it. To our American viewers, that should sound pretty familiar. And that's why this matters. In the US, an anti-democratic movement wants to get Donald Trump off the ballot at all costs. And you're seeing the same spirit rise in Europe. Tusk's actions are fully supported by the EU and most importantly by Germany, who intervened in the elections that put him in power. So Germany has just put a wannabe authoritarian in power as their puppet in Poland. This is just the start of what they want to do all across Europe. We've long forecast the rise of a German strongman dominating all of Europe. That's the reality you can see right now in Poland. And you can read more about that in my article in our latest Trumpet print magazine, Poland Under Attack.